Have you ever inherited something you wish you could give back? Lena had never even met her great-aunt Judith, not really. Just a vague memory of a woman with long gray hair who never smiled, standing silently at a family gathering decades ago. So when Judith passed and left her a house, an old one deep in the woods, Lena saw it as a chance to escape the noise. No phone signal, no traffic, no one asking questions, just silence. The house was ancient, narrow, overgrown with ivy and moss. The kind of place that didn't seem to age so much as decay. Lena unlocked the front door and was immediately hit with the scent of earth and mold. Inside, the furniture was covered in white sheets, now stained with time. The air was thick and still, but there was one thing that didn't sit right with her. A heavy wooden door beneath the staircase, bolted shut with thick iron latches from the outside. Who bolts a cellar door from the outside? She told herself it was probably just storage. Old houses had strange layouts. Maybe Judith kept wine down there, or junk. Still, she left it alone. At first, that night, Lena lit candles and sat by the fireplace, listening to the wind move through the trees. It should have been peaceful, but it wasn't, because sometime after midnight, she heard it, a slow, deliberate scratching, coming from the cellar door. Lena froze, heart pounding. She waited, holding her breath, convinced it was a mouse, a rat, maybe an animal stuck down there. But then it stopped. The next morning, she stared at that door, listened. Nothing, just silence. She went for a walk to shake it off. The woods around the house were thick, almost unnaturally so. The kind of quiet that hums in your ears. No birds, no insects, just stillness. When she returned, there were scratches on the cellar door, not random ones, not from claws or teeth. These were deliberate, parallel lines, 5 at a time, carved deep into the wood, almost like fingernails. She thought about calling someone, but her phone was dead. No signal, no landline. That night, she wedged a chair under her bedroom door, slept with a knife beside her, more scratching, only this time it didn't stop. It went on for hours, like something down there knew she was awake and wanted her to know it was too. By morning, her nerves were frayed. She decided to leave, but the car wouldn't start. The engine turned, choked, then nothing. The nearest town was miles away, and every path through the woods seemed to twist back toward the house. It was like the trees didn't want her to leave. She finally snapped that evening, stormed down to the cellar door and shouted, "What do you want?" Silence. Then, "Let me out." It was barely a whisper, a voice not quite human, not quite wrong. Lena backed away, locked herself in the bathroom. Cried for hours, but something changed that night. The next morning, the cellar door was open, the bolts undone, the latch broken, as if something had forced its way out, but the house was empty. The scratches had moved. Now they were on the walls, along the hallway, on her bedroom mirror. 5 long, deliberate lines, over and over and over. She didn't sleep, couldn't eat, couldn't think. The only thing left was Judith's journal, found in the attic under the floorboards. The entries were frantic, scribbled handwriting, pages torn out. It scratches to remember. I shouldn't have fed it. I can't hear it anymore. That's when it's closest. Don't listen when it speaks in your voice. Lena dropped the journal. Every hair on her body stood on end, because now there were 2 voices in the cellar. One sounded like her. The other sounded hungry. She ran, took nothing, just the clothes on her back. No one believed her, of course. The house is still there, rotting, waiting. Some say you can hear scratching at night if you stand by the cellar window. Some say Judith wasn't the first to bolt that door. But most people don't talk about the house anymore. Because if you do, it might remember you. If you're still listening, congratulations, you made it out. This time. If you enjoyed the story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you'll know when the next nightmare begins. And remember, some doors should never be opened. Sleep tight.